Hello and welcome to episode 30 of Forever Stranded. Folks, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while since the last time that we put together a video here. Now, the unfortunate truth is that I was plagued by just a plethora of problems. I had some real life stuff that I don't really want to get into that held me back from being able to create videos. I had some technical problems with this pack that I'm playing. I had some technical issues with my computer and my internet, and it really hampered my ability to get stuff done here. And I got to tell you, in the intervening time, I've lost all motivation for this one, especially since I hit so many technical problems with trying to get this advanced rocketry mod going, which is really the only thing standing between us and having finished the pack anyways. So this episode is going to be very, very short because I'm just going to go over the things that we did real quick as kind of a recap and then finale. So the first things, of course, that we did, as you remember, is we built our pyramid base, which it served us quite well. And we made an excellent squid farm there. We made an excellent cactus farm there, excellent sugarcane farm. It was fantastic. I feel like it definitely served its purpose for the time. It also let us have a relatively safe space from which to hide from the husks, which are now so trivial. They're not even a problem anymore because of what we've been able to do. Then we came over here and we found this city. And boy, this city, it's fantastic, isn't it? It's like a bastion of society that was left over from the times before whatever happened to this world happened. And then we started redoing it, making it more like a civilized location, a place where you could live. We put grass in. We've built other structures. We've taken down some and repurposed the buildings to serve our purposes. And we formed this location here as our base. The initial things that we did here, of course, we made a little bit of a tree farm. We made a little bit of a resource farm using the lava crucibles and also the sieves, which of course we then advanced on towards automating. You know, now we've got these machines here that do all this for us, and they just generate basically endless resources automatically, so we don't have to deal with any of it. Then we moved into applied energistics. We started putting together a whole bunch of the materials that we would need to move forward with this mod, which would definitely come in handy. This infrastructure that we laid up here and also what we have available to us in the system would have helped us out immensely once we started moving to other worlds, because we would need to be able to access our resources at any other location. And we have that. I mean, really, the truth is that it's there. We would just have to make use of it, and that's just not something I'm interested in. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Anyways, then we realized our power wasn't keeping up because, you know, originally we had those undeath generators, which I feel like was a stroke of genius, honestly. Way back at the beginning when we needed power and all we really had was the husks that we were killing and the skeletons that we were killing. Using those undeath generators to start out here was really good. It provided us with plenty of power until we started getting into this automation stuff. And by that time, of course, we were generating resources through the sieve system over there, the void miner here, and then we were able to put together this massive, massive reactor over here. And now, realistically, we could do this way better. But the power output from this thing is such that we just don't need to. And of course, our automated systems absolutely keep up with the amount of fuel that we use inside this thing, since we've really tuned it for efficiency, not so much for power generation, because we could push way more power out of even this one, notwithstanding that we could just build a even better one. But that provided us with enough power for us to do everything that we were trying to do. Mob farms completely automated, endless resources coming from it. It's fantastic, it really is. You can see the wall of everything that we've generated over here, plus the stuff that we have up here inside of the Applied Energistics network. And then, after that was all done, we turned to space. And we had some problems with this mod right from the get-go. I mean, like, just immediately from stage 1 had problems with it. But we sorted it out, we kept going until we made it into space. And that's where we're going to go now. And I'm going to show you what's going on here in just a few seconds. Let me get a sip of my beverage here. Oh, I don't know if you folks have ever seen an anime called Ouran Host Club, but my wife came in here this morning and she said to me, "Would you like some commoner's coffee?" She was holding a thing of Folgers Instant, and of course I did. That's what I'm drinking right now. It's not exactly to my taste, but you know, it serves. I do love, I'm going to be real with you guys. This mod here, this one that is now currently just graphically bugging out on us and making a point to show its butt one more time for us. I really think it's amazing. Like, it looks fantastic. All of the design of it, everything about it just looks phenomenal. I wish that it had worked out better for us, but it just really didn't. That's how I feel. I'm sorry. And maybe it would get better in the future, but this is the space station that we built. And, I took some inspiration, some color schemes from some things that I explained in the previous episodes. And, I mean, in truth, this is really what fell apart for us. I cannot make this thing sealed. You can see down there in the lower left-hand corner that it still says it's a vacuum. Now, the only thing that gave me pause on whether or not I should consider this fully built is that I am using these conduits. But you can see for yourself, there is no space where the conduits are not surrounded by other blocks. It's not a thing. So, since there are no spaces where the conduits are not surrounded by full blocks, this thing should definitely be sealed. And I mean, like, there is, like, right over here you can see that right over there. But that was on the other side of a door originally, so that's not the problem. And I mean, I've changed out everything. I thought maybe it's this ineffable glass. I changed it out for normal glass. I put extra layers of blocks on the bottom of this thing. I put blocks up here instead of the glass entirely. I can't get it to seal. And that bothers me to the point that I just don't want to. And it's unfortunate because I really feel like this mod has a lot to offer. And I'm sure it's been improved since this pack was released. It's just it's been so long and I have no interest in continuing to see if it has, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, so this is where we're going to leave it. I was going to try to do one more thing and build the warp drive and like at least try to get to another planet. But like I said, the inspiration for this pack is just totally gone. So honestly, what we're going to do now is I'm going to talk about future plans as we're coming back down, and then we'll end the episode there. It's going to be a little bit short, like I said, but hey, it's how it is. So the first thing that I'll say is that Vampire is going to continue. And for this week, I'm going to try to push out an episode every day. Monday through Friday. This one is going to start off, of course. Tuesday it will be Vampire. Wednesday we're going to start a new project. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the company BioWare and its history of games. Of course, it's had a few major successes that people will know instantly. But one of its lesser-known titles, and one of my favorite games, is called Jade Empire. I'm not sure how many of you have played it or know of it, but I think it is fantastic. And so that's a game that I'm going to pick up and try to run through and show off and do the story of. So that's what you're going to see on Wednesday, and then also on Friday, and Vampire is going to be on Tuesday and Thursday. Since real life is really settled down for me, I should be able to go back to making videos at a regular pace. This week will be special, like I said, and then the next weeks will resume our Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just alternating between those two series until something's done for us. and then we will move on to something else. So anyways, I appreciate you and everything that you've done for me. You've been an absolutely fantastic audience. I appreciate you entirely. Some of the suggestions you've provided have been very helpful, and the encouragement that you've given me was also fantastic. The second that I stopped putting out videos at a regular pace, I had multiple people coming to me like, hey, you're not putting out videos. Is something wrong? And I had to say, technical difficulties, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, we're going to head back to it, and that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching. Please hit that like button down below. It really makes me feel like you appreciate what I'm doing. And please subscribe to the channel if you're new. I know this video is kind of somber because it's the end of the series, but that's how finales go. And we're going to jump into new projects just right away. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next series.